Welcome to this video introduced to you by the eTIR Secretariat. In this video, we will see how to proceed with a loading point in an intermediary country of eTIR transport. Note that this video will refer to accept guarantee, start, terminate and discharge of operation, as well as to record declaration. However, it will not go in details on those topics, as dedicated videos are available and should have been watched before this one. If you need a reminder, please watch those videos. We are now in the situation of the customs officer at the customs office of entry of an intermediary country of eTIR transport. Let's start by searching for the guarantee ID provided by the driver of the eTIR carnet holder, and see that we are immediately redirected to the court. In this one, we can see that this transport is incoming, and that the guarantee status is in use. Note that this transport is going from Georgia, through the user country, Azerbaijan, all the way to Turkey. There is already one consignment. And if we look at the operations, we can see that the first operation in Georgia has been terminated and discharged. In our country, there are two expected operations. One from the Customs Office of Entry to the Customs Office of Intermediary Loading, and another one from the Customs of Loading to the Customs Office of Exit. In the eTIR Transport Data section, the Advance Amendment Data tab describes the goods to be loaded at the intermediary loading point. And you can see that this one is pending processing. As we are at the Customs Office of Entry as Z11004, we will proceed with the first operation and start it. Once in the Start Operation wizard, an extra step proposes to accept the advance amendment data and to record it as an amended declaration. Note that so long as there are advance amendment data pending processing, you will always be proposed to accept them. In our case, because we know that this consignment is not to be added to the transport in our current customs office, select Do Not Accept to ignore it, leaving it pending for the next customs office to process. After that, click on the Submit button to proceed with the start operation. In the Start Operation form, type in the operation ID, as well as any remark you wish to add. And if no change is required for the seals, click on the Start Operation button. When the start has been completed, you will see a success message in a green box at the top that this transport is now in country, and that the guarantee is still in use. In the operations sections, see that the first operation has been started, and that is pending termination at the Customs Office of Loading. In the eTIR Transport Data section, note that the advance amendment data is still pending processing, as it was not accepted at the Customs of Entry. We are now in the Customs Office of Intermediary Loading, at some gate, as the eTIR carnet holder driver has completed the first operation in country. Let's start by searching for the guarantee ID provided by the driver of the eTIR carnet holder, and see that we are immediately redirected to the corresponding eTIR transport summary screen. In this one, you can see that the first operation has been started and ready to be terminated in your custom office as 00700 at some gate. In the eTIR Transport Data section, see the pending advance amendment data. This one describes a consignment to be started at your customs office, to end eTIR key and describes the consignment items and goods to be loaded. Check the actual cargo presented to you to be loaded. And if everything is in order, proceed with terminating the first operation. Please make sure that the cargo is matching the advance amendment data, as you will terminate the first operation here to break the customs seals and starts the next operation, including the loading. Now, click on the first operation terminate button. In the terminate operation form, ensure that the number of packages unloaded remains 0. Confirm that the customs office is correctly prefilled. After that, make sure to select the right termination type. In the case of intermediary loading, choose partial loading. Unless there are necessary other changes or remark to add, click on the terminate operation button. After that, unless there are reserves, proceed with discharging the operation you just terminated. Now the transport equipment is to be opened and the goods to be loaded. Once all physical verifications have been performed properly, click of the Start button of the next operation. That will require accepting the advance amendment data. On the extra step of the wizard, you are invited to review the data one last time. See that clicking on the Show Detail button of the current value, you are displayed the current declaration, and that the amendment information can be seen by clicking on the Show Detail button of the new value. Select Accept and click on the Submit button to record the declaration amendment and proceed. Note that at that point, the subsequent countries of this transport are notified of the amended declaration. In the Start Operation form, type in the operation ID and add any relevant remarks in the dedicated field. However, as the transport equipment has been opened and the original customs seals broken, we need to update the seals information and type in the replacing ones type and number. And update the information. When all the information has been filled in, click on the Start Operation button. Observe the changes in the itinerary section, now showing that the second consignment has been actually added to the transport. In the Operations section, the second operation in country has now been started and is to be terminated at the customs of exit. In the eTIR Transport Data section, note that in the Declaration tab, there is now 2 subtabs, one for the initial declaration, and the second one, corresponding to the declaration amendment, describing the second consignment content. And the national references returned by the subsequent countries. As the declaration has been amended, don't forget to annotate, sign and stamp the accompanying document that was handed over at the first customs office, and to return the document to the eTIR carnet holder driver. We hope you found this video helpful and that it will help you in processing intermediary loadings in the future.